to walk in the power of manifesting the environment that you want to live in. You have the control. You can stop negativity from coming into your life simply by... Hey everyone, it's Yandia here again, and I wanted to come on today just to leave you this video talking about how it is that things get into your life. A lot of times people say that what's happening in their life right now is not anything. They haven't done anything to deserve it, or this is just happening to them and it's so out of their control. But one of the things that were made very clear to me when I came back and I basically recalibrated into my body in this realm from after my near-death experience was that there is a law that everything in this realm and all other realms operate by, and that is the law of permittance, or the law of allowance. Also, it could be called the law of cause and effect to some degree. Also, the law of invitation. These are all ways that I was able to understand what this law is, and I'm sure that there are countless other ways to describe this law. So once you understand this law, you will see how things in your life have been happening, and that everything in your life has been literally stemming from you allowing that very thing into your life. And here's how. In order for something to come into your life, you have to invite it, you have to give it permission, you have to allow it. And the way that we do that is simply by first doing that thing. Now, I know some people will say, well, what about a little baby who has never done anything, and something comes into that baby's life? What has that baby done to deserve that? Well, there's a whole other topic about reincarnation and past life karma that we could talk about at another time, but right now we're just going to talk about you as an adult who is conscious of your decisions. Let's discuss why certain things are coming into your life and what you can do to change that tide. So the example I'm going to give you to think about is to think of a bubble. Let's pretend we all live in bubbles. And within our bubbles, we have negative and positive. We have, let's call circles positive shapes and squares negative shapes. So we all have equal amounts of negative and positive things in our bubble. Nothing can get into our bubble unless we make an opening into our bubble. Our opening could be one of a square, which would bring negative in, or a circle, which would bring positive in. When we decide to pick up that shape and throw it outside of our bubble, we create a shape, either a square, which would be negative, or a circle, which would be positive. Now imagine that outside of our bubble are a whole bunch of different shapes. And shapes can only come into your bubble if they match up with that little doorway that you've created. The doorway would be either a square or a circle. So if all these different shapes are floating around your bubble, and one, let's say a circle, is trying to come in, but you've only created square doorways, that circle can't come in. Likewise, if you've created only circle doorways, the squares can't come in to your circle. So most of us have thrown out of our bubbles, or our auric fields, we have thrown out both positive and negative. We have thrown out both circles and squares. So we have a number of different holes in our field, right? Doorways in our field. So if we have more circles or more positive opportunities, more positive doorways in our field, then we will get and attract more circles into our bubble, more positive. Now the more positive that would come in to your field means that when you look around, you will have more circular shapes in your field. And if you have created more squares, then obviously it's only squares that can come in. So when you look around, you'll be surrounded by squares. Now, hopefully that analogy was good enough to explain to you how we create these holes or these doorways in our lives for things to enter into our lives. In order for something to come into your life, you need to first give it permission. You give things permission by saying, I am going to do this certain thing. I am going to be mean. I am going to be deceitful. I am going to be loving. I am going to be generous. You give permission for whatever you cast out to come back to you. If you don't want something to come into your life, then do not give it back. Because what you're communicating to the universe is, hey, I like this thing. This is the energy that I operate in, and like attracts like. So if you are constantly throwing out negative things, in this instance we talked about it being squares, if you keep throwing that out, when you're being observed, you're just being observed as a person who loves negative stuff, because that's all you're giving out, right? So again, if you want to change your reality, you have to start putting out there what you want. If you want to have good friends, you have to start being a good friend. If you want people to be able to bless you, to invest in you, you need to invest in others. Every single thing that you want in your life, you have to find someone, some way to give that thing first. By giving that thing, you open up a doorway and a possibility for that thing to find you, because like attracts like. There are some key principles that will help you understand this. The earth, or our manifested world, is usually called Mother Earth, and for good reason, okay? And the force by which everything happens, all movement happens, is usually referred to as Father. So we have Father God and Mother Earth. And these are principles that have been there from the beginning of time. When man looked and observed nature, it was very evident that the mother, or the matter, okay, matter, we have matter, this is where things are created. Women have wombs. Mothers are mothers because they have wombs and are able to create and give life to children and nurture them, right? And so you have the mother, matter. Then you have the father, pater, which is force, which is pattern, which is law. Okay? So understand that you are existing in mother, but it's by father that all these things come into be. So back to what I was saying. If you throw something out, if you put something out there, it is father, it is the energy, it is the pattern. The pattern says, you say ah, I say ah back. You understand? If you say B, I say B. It's a pattern. You will always receive back to yourself what you throw out there. It will come back into matter. It will come back into Mother Earth, into the realm of creation. Whatever vibration you throw out there will come back to you the same way, because this is universal and divine law. Trust me on this. Just try it. If you want something in your life, put out the pattern that you want to return to you. We are masculine and feminine beings, and we cannot escape the laws by which we are. These are the very laws that have created us and have us here with conscious mind and material body. We are spirits in earthen vessels. So you want to know how to manifest your dream life. First, start by understanding that there are laws that everything has to obey, you and I included. The universe is steadfast and unmovable. So realize whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to bring into matter, into mother, you have to deal with father. A mother cannot be a mother without a father, and a father cannot be a father without a mother. They go hand in hand. If you're going to bring anything into the mother, you have to deal with the father. The father is the pattern, pater, force, movement, law, pattern, That is Father. Like attracts like. Birds of a feather flock together. These are all natural laws, as funny as it sounds. So think to yourself, if like attracts like, that means if you are surrounded by negativity, and if you keep putting out negativity, then negativity will find its way to come back to you and then to accumulate and surround. Negativity grows off of more negativity. If you don't have anything to feed negativity, it cannot grow. Positivity grows off of more positivity. Like attracts like. If you want more positivity in your life, you have to give more positivity. I know I sound like I'm saying the same thing over and over, but this is nothing new. And we've all heard it before, yet we fail to be consistent with practicing and following and understanding this law. Nothing can come into your life unless you give it permission. If there's something in your life and you're wondering, I didn't give this permission, simply with an open heart and mind, ask the question, how have I done this to someone else? How have I put this thing out? At some point in my life, have I ever put this energy out in any way? If your answer is yes, then you can understand why it is coming back to you. That is why the golden rule states, do unto others whatever you wish that someone will do to you, then do for them, because it will come back to you. So if you want someone to do something for you, you have to first do that thing for that person or people, because that is the law. There are so many other sayings or scriptures throughout time. For example, what a man sows, that shall he also reap, meaning that man has sown or given that certain seed, that certain energy. He has put it out there, specifically a seed, that seed which is a package of energy. He has taken that seed and he has placed it in the ground, which is matter. He has placed it in the ground, and within the ground, if it finds something in the ground that will support it, that will support its growth, it will grow and it will become a seed. Whatever you put into the matter, it will come out and it will grow. Right? So the question is, what are you putting into the matter? What are you putting into the mother? What are you putting into the womb of life? You are literally inside an energetic ball of protection. Nothing can come in to your aura, to your auric field, unless you allow it, unless you create these little areas for these things to come inside. Nothing can. So you are creating areas of negativity or positivity. You can decide to close the door to negativity, but remember, whatever a man sows, that shall he reap. It's important to realize that it's not somebody else that is sending the negativity back to you, although it may appear that way. Everything you do actually is done inside of your auric field. So as you send something out, what happens is that that energy that you send out bounces onto the mirror of life, and it comes right back to you. You see, whatever you do, it will come back to you, because it will bounce off of your own, in your own field. It is not going to anyone. I know sometimes we think that when we do negative things, it reaches the person. The person may cry, right? They will hear it, they will see it, they may feel it. A loss of life even may happen. But trust me, imagine sowing something negative into the ground. That will grow a tree, and that tree will have fruit, and that fruit, those fruits will be filled with negativity. So here you go, just sowing one negative thing, and instead you're reaping so much more negative. So when you do something to somebody that's bad, you will be thinking, oh, I got back at that person. You think you got back at that person. What you have just done is sowed in your own world a seed that will grow into a tree, and that tree will bear fruit for you, and that fruit is all negativity. So that's why it's hard sometimes to figure out, well, I've pretty much been a good person, and why is all of this negative stuff happening to me? Because that seed has grown into a tree full of fruit, full of seeds, and they're all negative. And all you did was, in your eyes, one little thing. What a man sows, that shall he reap. Understand that the same way you can't ever really hurt somebody in a really eternal way is the same way that no one can hurt you in that way either. So do not bother do this eye for an eye. That person hurt me, I'm going to hurt them back. That, this does not work out. It works out for no one. All you're doing is creating more allowance in your life for those things to come to you. That's all we're doing. Every single time that we throw negative energy out there in any capacity, we are inviting it. We are sending out invitations. So next time you want to do something mean, you want to do something that's foul, something that's deceitful, remember, you are giving an invitation to that very thing to come into your life. Now on the flip side, let's think of beautiful things. Whatever is lovely, whatever is of good report, let's think of those things. How about we invite peace into our lives? Let's invite joy into our lives. Let's invite kindness. Let's invite financial blessings. Let's invite all of the good stuff. We invite it by giving it first. We set the precedent to say, I want this in my life, and to show you that I want it in my life, I am going to give it, because I want to be identified as a giver, as a lover, as a generous person, as a kind person. Why? Because I want this to come into my life. Like attracts like. There's a scripture that says, he who wants friends must first show himself to be friendly. Do you get it? Take that approach in your life. The law of permission is real. The law of allowance is real. The law of invitation is real. Be careful what you invite into your life. And listen, have a good time inviting into your life everything that you want, because it's there for you to do. Just do it for somebody else. And do it not just because you want to receive it, because you wouldn't want someone to do good to you just because they want good to be done back to them. You would want them to do good to you because they want to do good to you, because they're just a good, loving, kind, happy, go lucky person. That's what you want. You want blessings to come from people like that. Be a person like that. Whatever you want from somebody, be that. Do that for that person or for anybody else, because it doesn't mean that because you're kind to that person that they'll be kind back to you. Just be kind, and kindness will find you. Kindness will come your way. So I hope this was helpful. Remember, nothing comes into your life unless you allow it, unless you give it permission, unless you invite it in. And you invite it in by first opening that doorway. So I encourage you to walk in the power of manifesting the environment that you want to live in. You have the control. You can stop negativity from coming into your life simply by closing the doorway to negativity, by not giving it out to anybody else. It won't come back, bouncing back to you if you're not throwing it out there, okay? I enjoyed sharing this with you. I think that once you are able to really grasp this and start really flowing in it and utilizing it in your life, you will see and you will reap the benefits of understanding the golden rule. Do unto others what you wish others would do unto you. Enjoy your life. It's one to be enjoyed. We are blessed with the breath of life. I love you, and have yourself a wonderful day. Remember, it's my joy to help you manifest your dream life and highest self. Click on this video for more content. Like and subscribe. Thank you.